What's the worth of your business today? Now, before you run and get your balance statement and your profit and loss statement, I want to give you something different to think about when I talk about worth of your business. When I ask you the question, do you first think of revenue? Or do you begin to assess the value of the assets within the business today? What I'll suggest to you is that the worth of a business is based on the value that business provides to its customers. Recently, I was doing some work with an association, and we talked about value to customers. The example I gave them that I want to share with you today is the idea that many of us need a car for transportation to move us from point A to point B. But why is it then that some people will only buy a used $4,000 Honda Civic, whereas other people want to go buy a $200,000 Maserati? The reason is perception of value. So when you think about your business, its worth is based on that perception of value that the customers have. I want you to think about these other examples as they apply, both good and bad. Think about Blockbuster Video. I would guess that before Blockbuster Video closed their doors, many of the executives and even employees were sitting at their desks, on their computers, on the internet, wondering, what do we do next in this business? If they would have realized that their customers valued online experiences, they didn't want to get in the car and drive to a video store anymore and be bothered with the hassle. They wanted to order from the comfort of their living room using their computer, their tablet, then Blockbuster might have picked up on the fact they needed to change their business to continue to offer value to their customers. If they would have, they'd probably be here today. Kodak is another great example of a company that was looking at developing a lot of new products, a lot of new services, but they couldn't bring it to market fast enough to meet the needs of their customers. They were not able to meet the timeline of value that their customers demanded, and therefore, again, are not with us today. Now, think about a company like Apple. Apple continues to tap into customer value intelligence, and they use that information to bring out new products and new services on a continuum. And they feed themselves, don't they? They reach out through the tablets, the iPhones, Mac computers to ask you information about your experience. How did you enjoy this experience? When you go into an Apple store, if you visit the Genius Bar, they're collecting information on what your preferences are, what environment you prefer, what new technology you're looking for. And they use this value to continue to offer new products and services. So the worth of Apple is considerably higher than what the market value of Apple is because they're creating value on a continuum, and they've got enough value to last years. I think when Steve Jobs, before he passed away, he said that they had the next 3 to 5 years of products ready to launch at that time. That's because they're thinking about value for customers into the future. So I ask of you again, when you think about what your business is worth, do you think about balance sheets, profit and loss, or assets, or do you consider what the value your company or your business is offering to your customers? Because that is the true worth of any business.